market is booming and there are no signs of when it will stop. It's a seller's market out there and many people are capitalizing on the increasing value of their homes by putting it up on the market. What if your house has been on the market for months and you still haven't received any offers? Have you had to lower the listing price just to draw interest in? I'm Luisa, a professional real estate stager, and you're watching The Creek is Chic on Cable 14. I'm going to walk you through the steps you need to take to make sure your property is open house ready. Not only will this make the selling process less stressful, but it will help your home sell quicker and for more money without lowering your asking price or having to pay 2 mortgages if you're moving into a new house. Home staging is essential to selling your house in today's market, but there is a difference between home staging and interior decorating. Decorating your home makes it feel personal to you. Home staging, on the other hand, is focused on maximizing the potential your home has to offer, prompting a positive emotional response from the buyer. Nowadays, most buyers view homes online, so it's great to start with generating an amazing online presentation with high quality photos and good curb appeal. Today we're going to visit a beautiful property to show you what to look for when preparing the outside of your home for sale. Home staging is all about highlighting the unique characteristics of a home that are going to give the buyers a reason to buy. It's all about making a long-lasting first impression, and you don't get a second chance at making a first impression. It all starts with a fantastic online presentation. It's essential to getting buyers to view the home. According to the National Real Estate Association, 90% of buyers look to online photos, the internet, social media to find a house that best suits their needs. Statistics show that buyers will just bypass an online listing even though it's the right price, the right location, the right size, the right everything. But if they haven't made an emotional connection to the house, they'll just bypass it and move on to the next. A property's online listing is the first thing that home shoppers will see. So you want to create an amazing, long-lasting first impression through the photos. You want to capture their attention. You want the photos to stand out. When presenting an online listing, whether it's for a rental property, an occupied house, a vacant house, the goal is the same: to entice viewers to become buyers. You can increase the odds of making that conversion from a viewer to a buyer, leading to a listing that will result in a quicker sale and for the best possible price. Don't have your house overlooked because you haven't invested the time into creating a long-lasting first impression that will get buyers to come view your home. One of the best ways to get people interested in coming into your home is to create great curb appeal through the online photos. I'm going to give you some great tips that will do just that. Increasing the property's landscaping will truly enrich the value of the home. Look at this amazing, stunning front garden. It's absolutely beautiful. It makes you want to walk up the front steps. I recommend adding some front decorative urns to the front entrance. It always creates that warm and inviting feeling to the space. If you have the space for it, add some furniture. It always creates a nice, warm, and comfortable feeling. I always recommend taking a digital shot of the house. It just gives you that critical eye. It allows you to be like a buyer, to look at that large photo of the front property of your home and help you realize that you need to get rid of things like your garbage bin, recycle bin, bicycles, toys, and things like that. What will also help you be like a buyer is to get a notepad and a pen. Walk around the exterior of your home and start taking notes. Start writing down things that are noticeable to you. Things that need to be cleaned, things that need to be repaired, any damages, or things that need to be addressed. Get a second opinion. This will help you to prioritize things, to help you realize where you should make the investment first. Whether it's changing the roof, repairing the cracks in the driveway, making a list is always a great idea. I recommend changing the color of the front door. It's inexpensive to do so, it's quick, and it's easy. I recommend changing the color from a light one to a dark one. This creates contrast and interest to the space. There are so many more tips, but ultimately the goal is to create a long-lasting first impression through online photos and great curb appeal. Doing so will create a positive, emotional connection to the home without having even walked through the front door. Let's take a look at some digital photos taken of this home before the outside received landscaping. The home is beautiful and the property is large, but the photo doesn't do the home justice. Here, the property looks well maintained, but the lack of greenery and flowers make it look cold, bare, and almost uninviting. This is the opposite of what you're going for. You want people to fall in love with your listing. Now here are the photos taken after the outside of the home with all of the final touches. See the difference? It almost looks like a completely different home. Look at how warm and bright the photos are now. This property looks promising and is much more memorable than the original. Home staging will make a big impact in your marketing plan for your property. Coming up after the break, I'll be sitting with realtor Sherry Morrow to get her thoughts on the benefits of home staging. Also, I'll be giving you my top 10 reasons why you must stage your home. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this on The Creek is Chic on Cable 14.
Possibility. It starts early, before we even know what it is. There's no best before date. It stays with us. When we're down, it shows up unannounced. But it doesn't happen by itself. Behind every changed life is someone who made it happen. Together, we are possibility.
Welcome back to The Creek is Chic on Cable 14. Before the break, I showed you what to pay attention to when getting the outside of your home ready before taking photos for your online listing. You may not need a lot of work done to your home, but it's so important that you take the time to stage it before a listing. Here are my top 10 reasons why staging a home for sale is a priority. Home staging makes your online photos more appealing to buyers. This will make your property be on their must-see list. Better photos equals more interested buyers. Home staging doesn't always require a big budget. You can still achieve a lasting impression even on a modest budget. Home staging gives the property a facelift, which shows the true potential of your property. Home staging allows buyers to move into a home that is move-in ready because repairs and renovations have been made. Home staging increases the perceived value of your property. Most buyers have a hard time visualizing themselves living in an empty space. Home staging takes the guesswork out of the equation for potential buyers. This equals more offers. While home staging does take some time, money, and effort, the cost of home staging is usually much less than the cost of a price reduction if your home doesn't draw interest. Staging, especially with the help of a professional stager, allows you to see your home from the buyer's perspective. This way, you will be able to address areas that need attention. staging a home will help highlight the unique, enticing features of your home. Finally, when done right, home staging can definitely increase the possibility of getting you thousands over asking and for a quicker sale. Just in case my top 10 reasons haven't convinced you, I brought in a successful realtor, Sherry Morrow, to talk to you about how home staging has had a positive impact on her listings.
Absolutely. Staging is very important to selling my listings. A staged home can sell up to 4 times faster than a home that is not staged, and the days on market are dramatically decreased. A staged home can sell in less than 1 week. In fact, 3 of my most recent listings sold in days over asking because we did stage the home. And the investment that we put into the staging, we recoup those costs back plus 3 times what they invested in it. So it was a good way of getting more money for the home.
Would you recommend staging to your clients?
Absolutely. I recommend that all my clients stage their homes. It does 2 things mainly. Number 1, families are busy nowadays. They don't want to have to go through lengthy showing processes, be away from the home, and this dramatically will cut that time back, allowing us to sell it quickly and for them to return to their normal busy lives as soon as possible. And number 2, it gets them a lot more money for the home than they would have if they hadn't have staged it. So it's something that I highly recommend that everybody try to incorporate into their marketing plan for selling their home.
What has the staging process been like for your clients, and what has the buyer's reaction been to homes that are staged?
Well, the first thing for my sellers, they almost always say, well, why didn't we do this years ago? It looks so fantastic. Why are we moving? That's always the first reaction. They love the results. They love the fact that their home, which they have lived in for so long, is, it's put in its best possible light. It shows wonderfully. It gives them a good sense of pride. So that is definitely point number 1. Buyers today are increasingly discriminating. They know what they want, and they're looking for very particular things in a home. And by staging a home with furniture and accessories, we allow them to get an emotional experience with the home and a bond with the home. So basically it does present the home in such a way that it shows a lifestyle that they can have, and it's the lifestyle that they crave. So it's a fantastic experience for both buyers and sellers all the way around.
You've been a realtor for a long time. How has staging homes become a key to success in your sales compared to before using professional staging?
So earlier in my career, we did not stage. We would clean up the home, we would declutter, and we would let the home show the way it was with the owner's things for the most part. After we started bringing in professional staging, renting accessories, renting furniture, doing those small repairs, we saw a dramatic increase in how quickly homes were selling and how much more they were selling for. So it's been a dramatic difference overall. Currently, we will continue to use staging as it's a really important tool for our marketing.
Coming up after the break, Ellen Forbes, the president of the Hamilton-Halton Real Estate Staging Association, will be coming by to tell us about the organization and how you can access more information on staging your property for sale. Plus, I'll be showing you the steps needed to properly stage your home for a sale. Stay tuned. We'll be back on The Creek is Chic on Cable 14.
When you're not paying attention behind the wheel, things can happen fast. Driving distracted, it's like you're not there. In Ontario, 1 person is injured in a distracted driving collision every 30 minutes. Since the year 2000, deaths caused by distracted driving collisions have more than doubled, and distracted driving collisions have become the leading cause of death on Ontario roads. Drivers involved in those collisions may have been checking a playlist or listening to loud music. They could have been eating or using their GPS to find directions. In every case, they were distracted from driving. Any moment your eyes are off the road or your hands are off the wheel, even for a split second, you're putting your life and the lives of others in danger. If you let your mind wander when you're behind the wheel, it's like you are not there. Avoid all distractions while driving, no matter how small or brief they may seem. Stay focused, keep your eyes on the road, and be there.
Welcome back to The Creek is Chic on Cable 14. Whether you're looking to downsize or upsize your family home, renovate or flip your property, I can guarantee you that Home Staging will give you the lead on the competition in the real estate market. Fortunately, there's a Real Estate Staging Association that can help you give the tools you need to help you through this process. I had Ellen Forbes, the president of the Hamilton-Halton RESA branch, come in to talk to us about the organization.
The Real Estate Staging Association, or the short form known as RESA, is a nonprofit organization with over 1,500 members in North America. We were founded in 2007 and have conventions every year. We are a governing body that provides information to consumers looking to sell their homes. We always recommend that people use a certified stager and a stager that's affiliated with an organization to ensure they're getting the best quality job, and they are regulated. They sign a code of ethics and they have insurance, and they can provide the most resources and the most tools for you to help get your home sold faster for more money. Statistics do prove that homes sell 97% faster when they've been staged. People are very visual, so if a home is empty or if it needs updating or decluttering, a stager can help you with those processes. And a RESA stager has more tools available. There's information on our website that gives consumers tons of information on where to go to find things or who to call to get the best resources available for them for their money. The best way to contact a RESA member is through our website. There we have lots of tools for consumers, including the Consumer's Guide to Real Estate and a complete breakdown by area of local stagers that are members of RESA and can help you with all your real estate needs.
Home staging allows people to visualize themselves living in the space, so you want to create a warm and inviting feeling. In the kitchen, for example, you want to clear everything off of the counters. And I know you're still living in the house, but especially for the professional photos or for showings, you want to clear off as much as possible, put everything into the cabinets to try and show as much counter space as possible. To add a decorative piece, you could add a breakfast tray such as this. Add some glasses, your fancy glasses, add a bottle of water or a bottle of wine, and I always recommend adding some flowers, whether it's a fresh bouquet of flowers on the kitchen table or on the dining room table. I recommend getting a nice decorative bowl or vase, something like this, and add some fresh fruit. It just brings so much color to the space and makes people think that they're living there every day. If you're doing a kitchen renovation, some popular colors are to go with grays and whites. Subway tiles are very popular, again, in the grays and whites. So you don't have to renovate the whole kitchen, but changing up the hardware and backsplash will definitely improve the look of the space. Again, an inexpensive tip, for example, if you're unable to change your furniture, then I highly recommend changing the curtains. It will add some visual interest and make the room look more appealing. Every time I go into a house, I do a little bit of staging and always ask, do you have some books? And the first thing that they say, yes, I had a ton of books, but I packed them all away. I would highly recommend not to pack the books away. They're excellent filler to add to the end tables, nightstands, coffee tables, and it's definitely inexpensive because you already have them. I also recommend, highly recommend, a good thorough cleaning of the house. I mean, some people don't like the scent coming through, so you don't want to use a strong scent, but definitely a good thorough cleaning of the house just brings that warmth when you're walking into the space. Also, brighten up the space with some strong light bulbs. Again, you want to bring in as much light as possible. Open up the curtains and blinds and change your light bulbs wherever possible. Especially at the front entrance of the home where you put your keys, or in the kitchen where you have your bills, or in the family room where you have lots of converters. Instead of keeping those things exposed, I recommend getting a decorative box such as this one that opens up, where you can keep all of those things hidden, and it's not an inconvenience when somebody's coming through to see the house. An inexpensive way to dress up the old dated couch that you can't replace at the time is to add some nice decorative cushions. And a nice decorative accent piece will enhance the look of the space without changing all of your furniture. We know that staging has multiple benefits for the property owner and for potential buyers. Staging will get your house off the market much faster and fetch a higher possible price, so you don't have to worry and you can get on with your life much sooner. That's all we have for today's show. Thank you so much for watching The Creek is Chic on Cable 14. I'm Luisa and we'll see you next time.